Hi, this is Kimberly Knox and welcome to my YouTube channel, What's in the Stars for You. This is September 2015 and we have an amazing month of changes, and it's going to be imperative that you understand what's going on for your best success so that there's no fear factors involved. We have eclipse time. Okay, we're going to talk about specifically the eclipses in a different video, and we're going to go over what's going to happen in each of the signs. But what I want to line you up with, it's important, get out your journal and you can note days of big things that are going on. Okay, we've already had some big things happen on September 1st early in the morning. We would have felt this at the end of August, but we had Venus and Mars come together in the sign of Leo. Venus has been retrograde since July 25th, and this is to help us dig deep, because Venus is about our values and what we care most about, and what we need to attract love to us, and what we want to actually put our heart energy into. And this whole manifestation, because Venus and Mars are about manifesting what we want. Mars is the planet that goes and gets what Venus wants, and Venus is the planet where we decide what our values are. So when we voice out, this is what I want, to the universe, Mars is the planet that helps to go and actually get that done. In the sign of Leo, Mars is confident and it's enthusiastic. So it's got that fire energy to go forward. Venus is going to move forward. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. But Venus and Mars have different orbits. So Venus is only 46 degrees either way of the sun, and Mars circles the sun every 2 years. So they get together and play this dance, and they have a message, and it's so we're describing what's going on through that. And it's very exciting. So what are the possibilities, and what do you want to put your heart on? What do you want to put your signature on? That's what Leo is about. Leo is this creative energy that you're attaching yourself with. And if you have the ability to paint something or build something or create something and then add your signature to it to be remembered by, that's what the energy is about. And this is exciting. So September 5th, and that's going to be this Saturday, we have the last quarter moon coming. Last quarter is action oriented. It's the action that represents Capricorn. So that's an action of achieving something. But to achieve that, we basically, in the last quarter phase, we're looking at everything that happened during the whole lunation, and we're making some adjustments. And from what we found out, then we're adjusting and making little changes based on that. So that last new moon was in Leo. Leo, it happened on August the 14th, whatever was going around on that time. Leo was about creative energy, heart, our children. So in your life, wherever that was affecting you, this is going to come into play. Also, Sun and Pluto are in a perfect trine this weekend. So this is going to help us. This is supportive energy. This is Virgo, and this is Virgo and Capricorn. These are two powerful work-oriented signs, and this will help us push forward in ways that are helping us to create those new foundations in our life, because that's what Pluto has been asking us to do, to tear down the known. And Capricorn, build new family foundations, build new things in our life that represent our authentic self. So this is pushing us forward. And the moon's going to be in Gemini over the weekend, so that's going to help us reach out to make those connections with other people all around us that we need to get that information that we need to go forward and to build that. September 6th, so this here we're talking about Sunday and Monday. We've got Venus retrograde going direct. Okay, so finally Venus is out of its sleeping stage and below the surface working on things, and she's come out and she's excited. And now, so Taurus rising, Libra, and Libra rising people, your ruler is now gone direct. So you're feeling more you're positive in the direction that you want to move, and that's a really great thing for you. So Venus has got this exciting stage. This is the stage where she builds to what's called fullness. This is 46 days where it's exciting and she's naive, and she's building toward the new. And this is, it's fresh. So we go with it, and we go with it just like a young child. That's what the fullness stage is more about. And this is brilliant, and it's going to come to October 27th, which I'll mention at another time. So this is a real big pivotal time. Just go with the energy and go forward. There'll be some things obviously to slow us down and to make us be aware of other things, but this Venus is positive, so let's move with that. And it's going to be in the sign of Leo all the way through October the 8th. And Leo is about, which we were just saying, our heart, what we love, what we need to bring to us. So we're really creating magical memories here. This is great. September the 8th is a Tuesday. Tuesday is the day of Mars. Mars happens to be trine Uranus that day. If you're building new technology or new things, then this is a time where you can actually, you have all of this energy in your, in your pocket, in your corner here. Technology, innovation, going forward in bold new ways where you're expressing something that's authentic. So this action is really supported in great ways. So then we have September 9th, the next day, Mercury Day. This is Wednesday. Mercury is forming a square. This is also a last quarter square to Pluto. This creates a little tenseness in the air because Mercury rules what's going on all around us, our daily routine. It rules contracts, it rules business negotiations. Pluto wants us to have a plan, to get serious, to have some intensity about what we're doing. Last quarter is about achievement. So this Mercury square Pluto is going to define the entire Mercury retrograde period, which is going to last from September the 17th through October the 9th. So let me just check, because I believe it was the 9th, and it's around the 8th and the 9th when it comes direct again. So we have this whole Mercury retrograde to talk about too. So this is the signature of the retrograde, and where we planted the seed of Mercury coming together with Pluto to get some plan together, that was Christmas Eve. So whatever we were working on in getting something together that's going to help us go forward, this is a time when we're making adjustments. But it's going to happen 3 times because Mercury's retrograde. Okay, so that's coming up there. Don't allow yourself to get too obsessive, compulsive, controlling. Those are the things that can be brought into the mindset, because that's what Mercury represents. So and also business in general here. September the 10th is a beautiful day. We need to pay homage every single month when the moon and Venus come together. And it's the sign of the emotions and the sign of what we want, everything beautiful. It's a time to, in Leo, it's a time to take your sweetheart out, get dressed up, go to a nice restaurant, go to a play, do something wonderful, look good, feel good. That's about Leo. Pay time with your children also, or to take time to really honor that creative side of yourself. All right, September the 12th, I want to talk about this day. Is important because this is the last Saturday where Saturn is going to still be in the sign of Scorpio. Saturn went back into Scorpio on June 14th, and it said you've got 90 days to clean up your act, to review all of the toxic stuff in your life that needs to go so that you can go freely into the future and really move with attracting people to you that are supportive, that are enthusiastic about who you are and what you want to create, and releasing those people that are no longer good partnerships for you because you attracted them during a time when maybe you're not as upgraded as you are now, or you want to go in a different direction. And that's what happens because Scorpio and Pluto, they're all about the deep mergers that we make. So mergers happen to be relationships, partnerships or relationships, business and personal. And Scorpio wants to create, so it needs to merge together. So who are we merging with? Who have we? And let's clean up that whole thing. Also, it's about our finances. Let's not forget that. Scorpio, we've been getting some rude awakenings through August about finances. So we really need to learn to go forward with less and be grateful and just thankful for all that we have, and understanding that some of the stuff that we think we need, we might not need. So it's about really being responsible with finances and taking control and getting that under control in big ways. We see that in the world, and we see that in our own life. So how have we done? This is an assessment day. The moon's going to be in Virgo that day, so we're ready to do some work on that and building for the future and getting ready for when Saturn goes into Sagittarius on September the 17th. The solar eclipse is going to come up depending on where you are in the world, the 12th to the 13th. We're going to do a whole video just devoted to that. So let's move forward. September the 17th, not only do we have Saturn going into the sign of Scorpio, we have Mercury going retrograde, and we have Jupiter opposite Neptune. Jupiter and Neptune are like the Santa Claus planets, okay? In opposition, it can cloud what you're working on. When they're in opposition, they have to work together. So Jupiter rules Sagittarius, Neptune, Pisces. These individuals, if you know them, they tend to be very generous and compassionate. So it's a great time to get involved in charity work. We've got walks coming up for breast cancer awareness, and you can do that. But be careful about big things that you're getting involved in. And obviously, because Mercury's going retrograde, you don't want to sign any contracts that hold you down. Expand what you think that you can get involved with. Let your mind wander in creative pursuits. That's good for this. Okay, Mercury goes retrograde. During Mercury retrograde, this is a time not to purchase any big ticket items. Keep your receipts. It's not a time to get involved in contracts where you have to sign something if you definitely have to, because things are going to come up. For us to look at again, we need to get new information. Wait till after September the 30th. You just might have to redo some things. Okay, so it's a time, it's in the sign of Libra. This is about relationships, who we're merging with, who we're gaining. We need cooperation from other people. Oftentimes we can't do things on our own, and we need partnerships to go forward. The midway point is September the 30th. This is when we have that aha moment of what's happening. September 21st, we have first quarter moon from this eclipse. So this is when we take some big steps forward. And the day after this is Venus is going to be trining Uranus. So if your creative energy that you're putting into something, or your love life, this is a great time to burst forward and bring forth something new and exciting. So do something new and exciting with your sweetheart. Go out if you're single, and you'll have some exciting chances for romance. If you're creating something from your heart, that's the creative pursuits from Leo, this is a time when it can go forward in exciting ways. September the 23rd is our autumn equinox. This is at 0 degrees of Libra. This is a world point. This is when changes happen. So for the next 3 months, it's going to be defined by this moment when they came together. It's going to be quite intense because the next day is Mars is moving into the sign of Virgo. Now it's time to go to work for sure. Pluto is stationing, and Pluto is stationing on the next day. So Pluto is really hot right now. It's also squaring Mercury for the second time. So it's kind of, this might, since it's a Friday, I would say that the markets might actually take some type of, it might actually take some kind of hit that day, all right? Pluto stations to go direct, and Mars is squaring Saturn in the sky. So wow, all of this stuff, this seems really serious. It's like, well, this is what has to be done, because Mars is the work, the energy to go get something, and Saturn is the responsibility needed to take. Saturn going into Sagittarius is lively though, because now we're looking forward to the future, and the future is exciting, and what possibilities that could be. This is like Walt Disney with the vision that he had for the future, and Sagittarius is always optimistic. So let's bring that into the force. When Saturn goes into Sagittarius, it's also going to be about publishing and journalism, and how those different technologies and industries have to change to keep up with the times. We have a full moon lunar eclipse on the 27th. This will be about endings in some way. All full moons bring things to a head and some things end. Eclipses are non-negotiable. When things happen, they happen, and they open up new doors so that we can go in a new direction. And so we end the month in this way. Now look to, after the eclipses, October, the middle of October, for eclipses don't bring things right away. So October is going to be a hotbed month for things to happen. So reach out to me at info@kkastrology.com for your own personal consultation to build success into your life that's directed toward your own natal chart. Have a wonderful week and get excited for this month coming up of September.